The Blob, also known as Molten Freddy, is an entity that seems to despise and oppose Springtrap, the representation of William Afton. But why is that? And how did the Blob come to be what it is and where it is? Hi folks, I'm R and welcome to the video. Consider sending me your video suggestions and theories through Twitter, which I can use for the upcoming videos. This video will contain spoilers about all of the FNAF games. With that in mind, let's begin. In one of the endings commonly believed to be the canon one, Freddy and Gregory plan to explore deeper into the Pizzaplex when they encounter a previous pizzeria built directly beneath the Pizzaplex. It's the location which existed in the Pizzeria Simulator or FNAF 6, where it eventually burns down, consuming many of the animatronics such as Bunny, Freddy, Chica, and many more. As Glamrock Freddy and Gregory explore even further down, Freddy starts remembering horrible memories that he was used by Vanny to clear the path and open a passageway. But he doesn't know exactly why he was used to clear the path. It was an order that he could not defy. He was controlled by Vanny.
I know what this is. I have been here before. She brought me here. I found myself for the first time when I cleared the path. I did not want to, but I had no choice. Now I have a choice. I have changed. My friends are here. They are so angry, confused. But I can protect you. I am not me.
It soon revealed, however, why he was clearing a path. Freddy in fact was used, while he did not have any control over himself, to create a passageway for no other than Springtrap, having the soul or the remnant of William Afton. Springtrap is seen to be in a very bad state and decomposing, while being left in a recharge station to re-energize himself. As he tries to leave the underground dungeon-like place, he gets attacked by what seems to be Molten Freddy, being wrapped in tentacles and held back. This ending rightfully caused a lot of confusion and why Springtrap was attacked by the Blob. After going over the story of the Pizzeria Simulator, also known as FNAF 6, many of the ambiguous aspects of the story fell right into place. First, let's take a look at what the Blob contains. The Blob seems to be an amalgamation of Funtime Freddy, Circus Baby, Foxy, Bunny, the Marionette or Puppet, Chica, Enert, and Molten Freddy. Therefore, calling it appropriately a Blob rather than Molten Freddy, as it seems to be a lot more than just Molten Freddy. It contains the animatronics from the Pizzeria Simulator, explaining what happened to them. In the FNAF 6 or the Pizzeria Simulator, Charlotte Emily, the daughter of Henry, a colleague of William, gets locked out of the restaurant, which gives the psychopathic William the chance to kill her in the back alley. Henry created an animatronic called Puppet in order to protect Charlotte, but as he was trapped under several boxes, he couldn't. Puppet eventually reaches the corpse of Charlotte in the back alley and starts short-circuiting under the rain. As they lay next to each other, Charlotte's soul fuses in with Puppet, creating a live animatronic controlled by the soul of Charlotte.
My daughter, if you can hear me, I knew you would return as well. It's in your nature to protect the innocent. I'm sorry that on that day, the day you were shut out and left to die, no one was there to lift you up into their arms the way you lifted others into yours. And then, what became of you? I should have known you wouldn't be content to disappear. Not my daughter. I couldn't save you then, so let me save you now. It's time to rest for you and for those you have carried in your arms. This ends, for all of us, in communication.
Puppet then gives life to the children William Afton killed, infusing their souls with other animatronics. While noble and kind, their souls become trapped in the pizzeria and seemingly suffer for eternity. Meanwhile, Michael Afton, William's son, discovers his father's atrocities and tries to atone for his mistakes by doing right and setting the children's souls free. He also holds a grudge against his father who killed the children. Michael also has a sister called Elizabeth, who looks up to her father and tries to please him, despite William being controlling and manipulative. Elizabeth eventually suffers a tragic death, dying to the murderous animatronic William designed. Circus Baby kills Elizabeth, which ends up infusing her soul or remnant into the robot. After some time being trapped in the robot, it becomes damaged and hence is referred to as Scrap Baby. Scrap Baby then infuses with other animatronics such as Molten Freddy, Foxy, and Ballora, forming an abomination called Innard, still controlled by the soul of Elizabeth. Elizabeth then becomes vengeful and murderous due to being trapped for so long and not being able to leave the pizzeria. As a result, she lures her brother Michael into the scooper room, a machine that was designed to remove animatronics into skeletons and inject them with remnants, a particle derived from human souls, making the animatronics more lifelike and immortal. Innard activates the scooper, which removes Michael's internal organs and innards in order for her to climb inside his skin and leave the pizzeria. And the animatronics, he could destroy the remnants and set the souls free in order to atone for his mistakes. He burns the pizzeria down with Springtrap and all the animatronics, including the scrapped ones, with Michael and himself being present, accepting their fate to finally die.
You have all been called here, into a labyrinth of sounds and smells, misdirection and misfortune. A labyrinth with no exit, a maze with no prize. You don't even realize that you are trapped. Your lust for blood has driven you in endless circles, chasing the cries of children in some unseen chamber, always seeming so near, yet somehow out of reach. But you will never find them. None of you will. This is where your story ends. And to you, my brave volunteer, who somehow found this job listing not intended for you. Although there was a way out planned for you, I have a feeling that's not what you want. I have a feeling that you are right where you want to be. I am remaining as well. I am nearby. This place will not be remembered, and the memory of everything that started this can finally begin to fade away, as the agony of every tragedy should. And to you monsters trapped in the corridors, be still and give up your spirits. They don't belong to you. For most of you, I believe there is peace and perhaps more waiting for you after the smoke clears. Although for one of you, the darkest pit of hell has opened to swallow you whole. So don't keep the devil waiting, old friend. My daughter, if you can hear me, I knew you would return as well. It's in your nature to protect the innocent. I'm sorry that on that day, the day you were shut out and left to die, no one was there to lift you up into their arms the way you lifted others into yours. And then, what became of you?
It appears that everything gets destroyed and the souls are released and freed from the confinement of the metallic bodies, but it's only revealed by the end of Security Breach that they all actually survived, including Springtrap being William Afton. It's unclear if Help Wanted took place before or after FNAF 6, with the pizzeria burning down, but William Afton managed to digitally possess the body of Glitchtrap and infect others electronically, one being Vanny, the protagonist of Help Wanted. At the end of Security Breach, the blob displays that all the scrap animatronics, including the souls of the killed children, Elizabeth Afton, Charlotte Emily, and possibly even Michael Afton and Henry, all survived miraculously and combined together to make this abomination. Presuming Security Breach takes place several years after the pizzeria burned down, it's shown how Springtrap, being William Afton, was kept as a prisoner by the blob, and all the souls he mercilessly experimented on and trapped acted as his imprisoner, delivering a horrid yet just punishment, keeping him trapped with themselves to suffer for all eternity, together and forever. William, after being inside Springtrap, in fact wanted to escape and set himself free, hence why he infected and possessed Glitchtrap and subsequently Vanny, who hacked the animatronics in the Pizzaplex in order to dig under and create a passageway for him. However, the Blob, being an abomination of all the souls he did wrong, keep a close and ever-present gaze on him, acting as his imprisoner, to prevent him from ever stepping a foot outside of the dungeon-like hole that has been created. That is why the Blob, or what is known as Molten Freddy with the tentacles, attacks Springtrap when he's trying to escape, keeping him there forever to suffer a horrible fate, being trapped for eternity. It even seems Springtrap tried to hack Glamrock Freddy to help him escape, with him seemingly raising his arm, gesturing for help. Therefore, in summary, Vanny hacking into the system and living secretly in the premises was all due to slowly digging deep into the place Springtrap is buried in order to get him out. Springtrap, of course, manipulated Vanny for that and trapped her soul in the digital realm, being stuck in the Princess Quest games. Eventually, the controlled body of Vanny, managing to dig deep and creating a passageway, is interrupted by Gregory and Freddy reaching the place, where they witness a rotting Springtrap being re-energized in the recharge pod. Just as a weak Springtrap tries to take control of Freddy and the other animatronics in order to escape, the Blob, the abomination and amalgamation of all the lost souls and animatronics, keeps Springtrap trapped to suffer an eternity with them, as their remnants being trapped in the animatronics means they will be immortal. Springtrap, in fact, has been kept as a prisoner to suffer for his crimes under the hands of his victims, whom he mercilessly killed and experimented on. A horrid and nightmarish fate, but a fate well deserved. The story gets more and more intriguing the deeper I delve into it. These were my personal theories. Let me know what are yours. You can leave them down in the comment section below or on Twitter. It's been your host Star, and I will see you next time.